Somewhere in your house right now, there's a doodle on the clock, monitoring the window, tracking the snacks, escorting you to the bathroom like you can't be trusted to go alone. Nobody hired them. Nobody trained them for the position. Nobody's paying them on purpose. And that, you guys, is exactly the problem. Welcome to the Doodle Pro podcast. I'm Corinne Gearhart, and today we're talking about your doodle's job because they have one. I promise you they have one. You just never got a copy of the job description. And by the end of this episode, you're going to look at your doodle completely differently, in a good way, in the best way, honestly. Now, let me tell you about mine. Nestlé, my Cavapoo, holds the title of Head of Snack Surveillance, unpaid, extremely committed. Every day at 5:15 when dinner prep starts, he stations himself at the exact spot where the counter meets the fridge. Not near it, at it. Like a tiny security guard who's memorized where the shift change happens. If I move to the pantry, he repositions. If I open the cheese drawer, and I want to be clear, the cheese drawer makes a specific sound that is apparently audible from anywhere in my house. He arrives before the drawer is fully open. He did not learn this on purpose from me. Believe me, I never taught a class called Where the Cheese Falls. He assigned himself. He saw an opening in the organization and he took it. And your doodle did too. Maybe yours is the sock acquisition specialist, the neighborhood watch commander, the director of counter operations, the professional napper with an inconsistent schedule. Go ahead and picture your doodle right now. You already know which one they are, don't you? You're smiling. I can feel you smiling. Okay, here's where the bit stops being a bit because there's a real principle underneath it. And it's one I want you to carry around for the rest of your life with your beloved dog. Doodles come from partnership breeds on every side of the family tree. Retrieving partners, water partners, dogs whose entire history is working alongside a person, reading a person, waiting for the next assignment from a person. And partnership dogs expect a role. That's the deal they've been offering humans for generations. Give me a job and I will do it with my whole entire heart. So here's what happens when nobody assigns one. They don't wait around. They don't file a complaint. They promote themselves. And here's the principle. If you write down one thing today, write this. An unmet need does not disappear. It gets self-directed. Say it with me. An unmet need does not disappear. It gets self-directed. The barking at the window, the door rushing, the counter patrol, that is not misbehavior. That's a doodle running a department nobody created with no manager, no training, and no lunch break. Let me walk you through one all the way because I want you to really see this. Think about the doodle who barks at every single delivery truck. Everyone. The 1042 Amazon van, the mail carrier whose schedule they've memorized better than you've memorized your own kids' schedules. That dog did not develop a barking problem. That dog assigned themselves a surveillance shift. Full time, no breaks. No one's relieving them at 5 o'clock. And here's the part that gets me every time. They're exhausted by it, just like you would be. Imagine working a job where the threats never stop coming. Nobody ever says, good work, and you can't quit. That's not a naughty dog. That's an overworked one. Now let me give you a second one because once you see this pattern, you can't unsee it. The sock acquisition specialist. You know this doodle. Maybe you live with this doodle. There's a sock missing right now, and you both know who's got it. Here's what's actually happening there. Somewhere along the way, that doodle discovered that picking up a sock produces the single most exciting event in the entire household. You stop what you're doing. You say their name in that voice. Sometimes multiple family members join in. There's chasing, there's drama, there's eye contact like they've never received in their life. And boy, it's deliciously stinky too. From your doodle side of the table, they didn't steal a sock. They initiated the company team building event, and it worked. It works every time. That's not a thief. That's a retrieving dog who found the one retrieval job this household reliably pays for. Which brings me to the part that nobody says out loud. We are all, every one of us, accidentally running the HR department. Whatever gets a reaction gets reinforced, and whatever gets reinforced becomes the role. Your Doodle's job title wasn't picked at random. It was built one accidental paycheck at a time out of whatever your household happened to respond to. And I need you to hear the next sentence in my kindest voice. That is not a criticism of you. Nobody told you you were the HR department. You didn't even know the company existed. You were just trying to get your sock back without any holes or swallowing. So the reframe I want to hand you today is this. Stop asking, how do I make this stop? And start asking, what job did my doodle take? And is it the one I would have picked for them? That question changes everything because how do I make this stop leads you to corrections, and corrections aimed at a self-assigned job don't touch the need underneath it. But what job did they take leads you somewhere useful. It tells you what your doodle's actually asking for. Not more discipline, a better assignment. And a doodle with a better assignment is a calmer doodle, a more connected doodle, and honestly, a funnier doodle because now the jokes are on purpose. Now, here's the thing. There are 5 job titles a doodle can hold. 5. And each one needs something completely different from you. What helps the surveillance dog will bore the unemployed one to pieces. What settles the overworked one does nothing for the one working 3 jobs at once. Getting the title wrong means solving the wrong problem, which is what most doodle parents have been doing for years through absolutely no fault of their own, because nobody showed them the org chart. So I built you something. It's a quiz. It takes 2 minutes, and it tells you your doodle's actual job title. And I promise you'll send the result to somebody because they are just so accurate. It's a little spooky. People message me like, how did it know about the window? And go ahead and take it at thedoodlepro.com/doodlejob. All one word. That's thedoodlepro.com/doodlejob. Then come tell me what you got. Find me on Instagram, job title, because I'm dying to know, and I read every single one. Last time I asked, somebody told me their Bernedoodle got professional napper and then attached a photo of the dog asleep on the quiz results. I think about it weekly. This is the Doodle Pro podcast, where we celebrate how doodles are different. Wonderfully so.